Good afternoon. I am Jeanette Stafford, and I want to discuss the dangers of financial ignorance. I want to stick with the topic of cash flow because we know it is a common thought that education is power, and that's true. That is why we send our kids to school and we say go to school and get good grades. However, what is taught in school, I feel, is incomplete. We teach them about anatomy, biology, and these things are very important, yes. But we neglect to teach them on how to handle cash, how to handle cash flow. And so it seems that our schools teach our children how to become employees. It seems that our schools teach them that the only way to gain financial freedom is by clocking in and clocking out. And so I feel that what is taught in schools is incomplete. And so I feel us as parents, us as brothers or sisters, need to teach ourselves as well as those around us the language of cash flow. That is where we talk about, the assets, the liabilities, how to start your own company. These are the things I feel that we should teach our children in addition to everything else. As we know that, which I stated before in my last presentation, that the total household debt continues to rise, and so we see that being in debt is a common problem that we all have to deal with. And so if it is a problem that we know that we all have to handle, why not teach our children to handle that as well? Why not teach them, hey, besides clocking in and clocking out, why don't you create your own business? Why don't you start a rental property? Why don't you create a game or an app, something that would produce a creative mind? Because at the end of the day, our greatest asset is our mind. And so, since these things are not taught in school, it is a topic that we have to teach our own. And so, we have books such as Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which talks about the two mindsets of the rich as well as the poor. We have books such as How to Get into the Stock Market. Once again, the whole point is to create passive income. That means that you don't have to work 9 to 5. We have books, again, the 9 steps to financial freedom. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to be chained down with a mortgage, with a student loan. We need to find ways to come out. And if we don't go out and find information on how to do that, we're going to be stuck. And then we're going to pass down the same thing to our children. And so I would admonish you, and I hope that you would agree with me, that it is not safe to just work 9 to 5. It is not the safe route to just clock in and clock out. It is actually better to think outside of the box, to be creative, to find ways to create your own cash flow. Because at the end of the day, we need cash flow to live. And why not teach us how to live prosperly? Because at the end of the day, we all want to be prosperous. We all want to do what we all imagine to do. We all want to dream big dreams. And in order for dreams to happen, we need money. And so I feel that it is vital that we teach ourselves as well as our children the art and the language of cash flow. It was a great speaking to you, and I hope to see you guys again.